Education Week was something I was really looking forward to because I knew what it was like 20 years ago when they had the last Education Week.
Really?
And I was there, and I remembered having such a spiritual high as well. So I was really looking forward to it, knowing that I'm sure it will be something similar, even although I know some parts will be online, because, nowadays we can have that technology where in those days they don't. And so I remembered for a whole week we have to be in Hamilton, and so I have really thoroughly enjoyed it. But now I was only there for the weekend, and I just, even for that one day, it was enough of a break from everyday life and to really just learn from people, from other people, and from their skills and from their professions, because some of them are not, they're more they're businessy wise, and some of them are spiritual. So I had a mix of both, and it was so good that even they were not like business wise, they're still spiritually feeding me for some reason, and I guess it has a lot of spiritual implication in your life, even though it's to do with banking or getting a mortgage, or I think I took a couple classes that are like having a family trust and things like that. It's still part of the gospel teaches, the church teaches having a self-reliance and things like that. So I think it all still connects. So to me, what I really enjoyed about it was that I just learned so much. I guess when I went there knowing I will learn so much. So I was preparing myself to learn and to be open to learning. I brought my notebook, brought a pen, make sure I'm writing notes so I don't miss that. And I think the best part for me was when I was with Jim Ritchie's class in the Moses and the Money Mountain. And because I already know some of those, steps that he's talked about, because they were from the Launching Leaders, and I had taken Launching Leader just prior to that, the Education Week. But I really loved the way he put it in his life and how his story, it was really inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end of it all, he gave away a free book, and I shamelessly put my hand up immediately, and I got that book, and I was so ecstatic to get that book, knowing it's from him, knowing that he's had so much success in his life just by putting the Lord first. And I want to learn from him. I really want to learn from him. And so I couldn't wait, that day. I couldn't wait to, start reading his book. So it was such a great book. It had so much power in that book. And I remember just feeling so, I guess, overwhelmed with the Spirit when I was reading his book. It's just amazing. Yeah.
What was the title of his book?
Ordained to Win. Yeah, so I think that was my highlight, was that I got his book. I know that book really just gave it gave it such a boost, and I know some other people was trying to get it off me. But jokingly, but it was fun. I was really happy that I got his book, because I see him as an inspiration. And when I read his book, I saw the hardship he had when he was young. And it's amazing that he got himself from where he is now when he was young. He had stutter, he had polio and all that. And amazing. So it's an amazing, inspiring book for me to read it. Yeah. And as I read it, sometimes I would highlight and I would share it with my friends that I went there with, because they kept saying, "Oh, share some, things." I would share it with them. So everyone should go to the Education Week. I tried. That's why my nephews went there, because I stayed the night with them, and I said, "You guys should come. You guys should come." And so I managed to bring them along on Saturday. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 of us. And so we are from that launching leaders group. And so we just came together as a group. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.